guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. I am back from my brother's wedding in Los Angeles, and I had a great time. Hope you guys got to catch the last episode where I do a vlog on my entire experience of going to LA for my brother's wedding. Hope you enjoyed it. It had some very interesting aspects of the video. Anyway, I'm back today, and it feels great to be back home again. We've had a lot of rain here in New York because of the remnants of Hurricane Debbie down in Florida. And so as a result, the front lawn has grown some, but the back lawn has grown quite a bit. So I need to mow the lawn real quick. But first, some nut wants to buy my old Briggs & Stratton gas-powered generator. Always starts on the first pull. Fantastic. I just want to get rid of it because I have quite a lot of electric generators, and as well as 2 or 3 Power Smart gas generators that are way more quieter than the Briggs & Stratton one. The Briggs & Stratton one I used for probably 10 years, maybe 5 times total, from blackouts and stuff and from Hurricane Sandy. And it powers my refrigerator great, as well as some lights and charging and all that stuff. But it's a really reliable generator, but like I said, it's huge and it's super loud. You pull it and it goes, bah! Can you imagine it going bah! For like days at a time? Yeah, so I want to get rid of it. Hopefully we'll get rid of it now. When I come back, I'm going to mow the front lawn and the back lawn. So you guys saw what happened, checked it out. He plugged in a sander in it, runs fine. I could have told him that, but of course, for him to have peace of mind that it actually does what it's supposed to do, a generator, not just an engine running, right? Powered up his power tools. So he had a smart idea. He just backed up his Pilot right to my tailgate, and we pushed it right in. Didn't have to lift it up and down and all that, all around. It was awesome. Anyway, so as agreed, we agreed to $300. And he paid me $300. I'm more than happy because, like I said, I have like 4 other generators from Power Smart, the guys that, send me stuff for review. And also I have 6 or 7 electric power banks with solar panels. So I'm set when it comes to a blackout and stuff like that. And I didn't need that one. That thing's loud. I mean, it works great. I powered my refrigerator once for like 2 days with it and didn't lose any food. And I mean, it's a great generator. Always fires up, after years of storage with gas in it, fires right up. It's a really great machine. If it just wasn't so loud and big and heavy. But either way, sold it and got $300. I think I paid $5 like 10 years ago, whatever. But I used it. So how about that, guys? As a small engine repair flipper, if you will, I always have ample amounts of different types of lawn mowing equipment. So I use one for the rear and one for the front. I can even use another one for the sides. So I never have a shortage of machines to use to mow my lawn. I don't really have a dedicated lawnmower to myself. I guess you can call the Toro 616Z Zero Turn my primary daily driver, but really I just grab whatever's easy and has gas in it. So when I was in Los Angeles, the remnants of Hurricane Debbie came down hard pretty much on the East Coast, right? A lot of high winds and stuff. Look what happened to my shed. Oh no. This is the shed that I keep my 6-wheeler in there. You think that's bad? That's not bad. That's bad. What am I gonna do now? I suppose the frame is all still good, right? I just really need just like a top tarp, you know? This shed is donkey! You know, I might try to call or text one of my reps over at VEVOR. This is a VEVOR shed. I've only had it for like a year. But, you know, New York, the environment in New York, really hot in the summer, really cold in the winter, a lot of UV rays. You know, this isn't a really thick mill type tarp, you know what I mean? So maybe I can get them to send me a new one. For instance, this is a tarp that I bought years ago, and it was like really good thickness, you know, mill. And I've had this for like 5 years, and this I just used to cover the same thing that happened to this shed, you know, the whole roof tore off, whatever. And this has been holding up for a long time. This is really thick. I think I paid like $29 for this. So I knew that you get what you pay for, right? So if it was gonna be used for some critical things that I needed to repair, I spent a little bit more money. I know, I don't spend any money, but this has really been a good buy. The ticket to getting a good tarp is the thickness of it. They go by mil. I believe this is 12 mil, if I'm not mistaken. It's very durable. This doesn't seem to have worn at all in 3 or 4 years. So we'll see what we do about this one. I mean, I like the size of this shed, you know, but the quality of the tarp, the material that surrounds the sides and the top, it's not very good. On to the next thing. And before I turn in for the day, it is the night before garbage day, and it is like around 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna take my HIPA 2 lithium ion battery, fat tire, 26-inch electric e-bike, and go zip around the neighborhood a little bit and see if I can find some crap to pick up. Maybe I can find a lawnmower, huh? So as you saw, I was riding around the neighborhood and I saw this. This is a Sunjoe hedge trimmer on a pole. Looked complete. It's the cable kind, and I figured it probably doesn't work. But it's worth it for me to just plug it in and see if it works. If it does work, maybe I could keep it at my mom's place and have an extra hedge trimmer, you know? So let's just plug it in and see if it works. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments right now. Do you think this will work or it's not gonna work? I'm thinking it works. You know why? It is pretty heavy. They probably bought it, used it, and said, oh man, this is so heavy, you know, and forget it, I'm not gonna use it again. It's been sitting in the garage for a couple of years. I'm never gonna use it. Just throw it out. So I think it'll work. What do you guys think? Leave it now. Leave it in the comments. And no cheating. All right, here we go. Plugged in, and it's there's a safety switch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Perfectly good piece of equipment for your yard. If I don't leave it at my mom's house, I'll put it online for like $20. So it's the next day. As you guys know, last night I listed this, and I got like 20 responses for it. I listed it for $25. Anyway, so many people emailed me. I'm just meeting some guy at the church. I didn't want people to come to my house just for a $25 item. You know what I mean? It's not like I can't move it there. And he's like, well, if we meet at somewhere, how am I gonna know if it works? I'll bring one of my electric generators. Let's see if this generator is strong enough to power a simple electric hedge trimmer. No problem. So I'll put this into the sketchy and meet him for $25. Remember, it's found on the street less than 12 hours ago. Just met a lady, sold it, $25, picked it up 12 hours ago off the street. It's finding money off the street. I'm sure you guys drive around. Sometimes you're going like this. And then the wife goes, no, we're not stopping to pick up junk. I'm like, okay, we just missed out on some money. All the groceries you were going to buy today could have been free if we just picked that up. You know, I did this review on this All Powers electric generator, right? It's pretty strong. This is the first time I used it. I guess it came in really handy because, you know, while I don't want, you know, people to come to and know where I live, right? Your house is not like a mall, right? And if you sell a lot of stuff like I do, you know, once in a while you're going to get somebody who wants to return something. Well, if they don't know where you live, they can't return it, right? I know it sounds a little sketchy and stuff like that, but when you're selling used equipment, there are people that are completely unreasonable. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I mean. So to be able to test an electric gadget that requires a plug-in, you have this thing so you can show people that it works. And so now, you know, you got rid of it and you have no worries because they don't know where you live. So that electric generator's been in my garage for 3 to 5 months, okay, fully charged. Took it out today to test that thing. I turned on the power, it was 100%. Really, really useful when it comes to blackouts or power outages because you're going to be able to have power to power up your electronics and all that stuff. Really handy to have. It's pretty expensive, but it's kind of worth it, you know what I mean? There's no loud gas engine sounds going on. You just turn it on, plug in your electronics. It powers power tools, pretty strong ones too. Anyway, the next thing at hand, I know, when you come back from vacation, there's tons of things that you got to get done. As a matter of fact, you guys remember my friend Andy from Jericho. He was supposed to go with me to the wedding, but a few days before the wedding, he burst his appendix. And it was pretty bad too, so his recovery time was longer than normal. Even though he had laparoscopic surgery, which is the thing that goes into his belly button to remove it, it had a lot of infected areas from the, you know, the stuff when it burst. So it may have affected some of his organs. He had to go on IV antibiotics. Anyway, so he finally got this tube out of his stomach, right? And his lawn is like this high. And so he can't move, right? And so I'm gonna go over, after I finish with this, to go help him mow his lawn with his tractor because he can't pick up the bins and unload the clippings. Anyway, so as you guys can see, from Hurricane Debbie, high winds, and I mean, I've had this for about, I want to say a year. You guys remember? I don't remember. But anyway, it's not holding up too well over here. So I asked Gardasol, who made this thing, I did a review for them, to send me a new top. They haven't gotten back to me yet, so I'll wait on that. In the meantime, I noticed that this front panel, the panel that I use most often, is also coming apart. And what happens is, because you have that air gap there, right? Air can go in there and blow this thing up with air. And as much air that goes in there, it could lift it up and blow away. So you always want to isolate the air gaps. So this panel here is removable pretty easily. It's just held on by bungee cords. So I was thinking about removing this and replacing it with a new panel that they had sent me a long time ago as a replacement. But mine was still good, so I didn't use it, you know. And then use this one as a tarp to fix that one. Not fix it, but at least put it over, you know? That's my plan. And I'm sticking to it. There you go. it took some doing, and it's hot out, you know. Should I try to fix that? What if they don't send me a new top? I don't want to go buy a whole new shed, you know. It's a lot of work to put this damn thing up. Not to mention the millions of pieces of equipment packed into that place. It would take a whole day. Anyway, here is the old front. So I didn't have black Gorilla Tape, I ran out. So all I had was this cheap white duct tape that I got really cheap. It's, good thing is it's very sticky, but you know, when you rip it, it's so thin, you know what I mean? But because this is in the sunlight and also it's in the summer, it adheres really well, the adhesive. If we were doing this in the winter time, this wouldn't work at all, it wouldn't even stick. So this is a lost cause, I think, because look, if I took my finger and just pushed, I would easily make a hole. It is so brittle and crispy that this would not survive until the first snowstorm. If we ever get a snowstorm, snow would just land on here and go right through. I mean, it's almost done. Kind of makes me wonder if I even want to waste my time trying to cover this. You know what I mean? Just get another shed. Oh, a small tidbit about my brother's wedding in Los Angeles. You guys remember Family Ties starring Alex Keaton and Mallory Keaton, the brother and sister in Family Ties? It was a sitcom back in the 80s, I believe, or even earlier. Anyway, my brother's boss is married to Justine Bateman, sister of, you know, Jason Bateman. She was at the wedding.
Exclusive and a powerful new conversation about women and aging, and it's ignited by Justine Bateman.
She, of course, shot to fame in the 1980s playing Mallory Keaton in the beloved sitcom Family Ties, has gone into a successful career as a writer, director, and author.
But it is a recent interview that has the 57-year-old in the spotlight firing back in an online discussion about her looks. Take a peek.
Imagine yourself at 70 looking at a picture of yourself right now. Or if you're 70, imagine yourself 90 looking at a picture of yourself. You're going to look at that picture and go like, oh my God, I look so young. This is it. This is the youngest you'll ever look.
It's no big surprise. It's Los Angeles, Hollywood. All kinds of celebrities walking around. So looking at this, I have a feeling that this disintegrated faster than usual because of my fault. Why? Because look at the bottom. The bottom has like a coating of like glossy reflective stuff. I think I put the thing upside down, so it would have lasted longer with the glossy side upwards instead of the inside. Following me? I think the sides are like that too. Or maybe it was laminated on both sides, but just over time it wore out, because it looks like this is still shiny on the outside and it's shiny on the inside too. All right, so maybe it's not my fault. Either way, it's not worth it to tape this up, right? There, that's good temporarily, right? See what happens, see if some manufacturer sends me a shed. These bungee cords that came with the extra panel are very handy. I was able to get the loops onto each corner, so at least covers, you know, 80% of the broken roof. So this will do for now. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens with my sheds. Headed over to Andy's house. Way home after mowing the front and rear lawns. I enjoy mowing it. So while I was helping out my buddy when he can't, you know, it was still fun. You know, that lawn tractor is really nice. I know those Troy-built Broncos and ponies are usually not very good, but he's got a V-twin in there and everything seems to work. Had it for about 5 years and it mows really well. He gave me a box of Republic 9mm. Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my daily hustle vlog type of video. Just what I do every day when I'm not working on a machine. Never not working, you know what I mean? See you guys next time on Mows and Blows. See you guys next time on Mows and Blows.